Steak and kidney pie. Mallory and I were at the Saturday morning market today, and we walked by a kiosk that was selling Irish and British pies, which, as you would expect, have, a shepherd's pie, a Scotch egg, things like that. And then steak and kidney pie came up. We saw it. We thought it would be interesting. I've never eaten kidney. I've never eaten any organ from an animal apart from the outside bits. Except for one time I accidentally ate a turkey heart. At any rate, so we bought it. We took it home. We just took it out of the oven. So I'm chattering to let it cool down. When we purchased it, the lovely young lady at the kiosk told me that I was being very brave, which does not bode well for me or my mouth. When it came in a little, pie tin, took it out. The bottom bit kind of looks like dog food. Fair to say dog food. Like good dog food, like really good, like, the commercials you watch where the dog food looks more appetizing than the people food. That kind of dog food, but it still looks a little dog foody. Puff pastry is good. Steak is good. In my experience, pies tend to be pretty okay. But I really don't know what's going to happen with all of this. I'm going to turn it so you can see what's inside. Yeah, it looks pretty standard. There's a steak bit, and that is quite definitely a kidney bit. It's pinker than I thought it would be. The kidney bit is the part that scares me most. I mean, I'll eat everything else in here. The funny thing is there's only two things in here. It's steak and kidney. And then there's like some kind of gravy, and it's a pastry. Like I expected onions or a peas kind of thing. British food is by stereotype extraordinarily bland. Hence the reasons for AP sauce and their enjoyment of curries. Because it doesn't taste like British food. It's gray. Like the inside is uniformly all gray.
What does French Stewart face mean?
It's like driving down a dirt road, and it's uniformly bumpy, and then every 15 feet or so, there's a giant hole that you just have to go over. And the kidneys are like that giant hole. Because you chew and you think, oh, steak, beef gravy, puff pastry, awesome, kidney! There's a kidney there. And it's really, I'm gonna eat just the kidney because I hate myself. It's springy. It's kind of a mild taste, but a mildly unpleasant one. Kidneys, of course, being associated with pea, so it's very hard for me not to think, pea. And now that I think that, there's a bit of a pea taste. In wine, that's good. In pie, that's not so good. Tastes a bit like a gizzard, except a beefy gizzard. I don't want to say it's terrible, because this is a staple for an entire nation of people. And the woman who sold it to us was very, pleasant about it, and it seemed to her like I was going to enjoy it. And I feel like it would be an insult to her to say that this tastes like bland dog food dipped in motor oil, covered in Pop-Tart. But I just did, and it does, and it is. So, steak and kidney pie, gross.